Good afternoon, San Angelo. I'm Ryan Chadwick.
And I'm Tessa. Welcome back to the Live Daily News Show.
Coming up today, a guilty plea in a fatal hit-and-run crash and new concerns over drone threats to national security.
Plus, a star party is happening at San Angelo State Park, and we'll preview a local horse auction happening soon.
But before that, Tessa sits down for an interview with Haley Hawley, Communications and Special Projects Coordinator at Angelo State University, tours and admission for the university.
We'll have all that and more right after these messages from Jim Bass and Carpet Tech.
The 25 Ford F-150, proudly made in Kansas City. Experience American innovation with unbeatable employee pricing. And Jim Bass Ford's offering this powerhouse for just $499 per month. Choose from various trim levels and vibrant colors to find your perfect fit. Built in America and sold right here at Jim Bass Ford for over 60 years. Houston Hard at Arden Road or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
My name is Cade Simmons. I'm the site manager here in San Angelo. What matters to our customers, I believe, is what we say is CT quality, CT experience, just making sure their needs are met, taking care of their home like it was ours. You just have to keep thinking of, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. So just making sure you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and just knowing that they can rely on us, I think, matters to them a lot.
Hey y'all, it's Tessa. I'm here with Haley Hawley with ASU Admissions. Haley, tell us a little bit about any upcoming events.
So right now we are hosting just our normal campus tours. So throughout the summer we offer those Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. So during the school year we typically offer those in the morning and the afternoon, but since the Texas heat kind of gets to us, we keep them in the morning for the summertime. We are offering a few in the evening time, so they start at 6:30. Typically those happen before our new student orientation, so if students who are coming to attend NSO the next day want to kind of check out campus, get here a little bit early, we're happy to show them around. So we'll be doing that all throughout the summer. We also have some specialty tours, so if students are interested in certain departments, so like STEM, agriculture, commercial aviation, we have our business department as well as nursing tours. So these are structured pretty similar, so they'll go on a campus tour, but then afterwards they'll meet with an admissions counselor to get their next steps info, and then they'll go meet with that department. So they might get a tour of, the nursing facility or the ASU ranch, things of that sort. But meeting with the admissions counselor happens after every single tour. So the specialty tours just are a little different with meeting with the departments.
Perfect. So. Is the specialty tours, are those something that you have to schedule ahead of time and hope that, there's availability within the next week or so?
Yeah, so those are on our website. So typically it kind of just depends on the department. Most of them offer them at least twice a month. Some of them are once a week. It just kind of depends on their availability, but those are on there for the summer. So they'll go online to sign up for any of our tours. So you can book those as soon as you'd like.
So if you do the specialty tours, is it just the specialty that you booked, or do you get the whole tour and then an in-depth over the department?
Yeah, so you get a full campus tour just like normal. So the tour itself actually isn't different when we talk about the specialty. So there might be students on the tour who are just there for the normal campus tour, and then some who later on are going to go meet with an department. So really the only difference is that after meeting with the admissions counselor, they go meet with a department.
Okay, awesome. Other than the tours, do you guys have any upcoming summer events or fall events?
Yeah, so starting this fall, we're going to have quite a few different events. So August 1st, our application opens for the next fall, so fall 2026. So we'll start recruiting for that next class of RamFam members. So on August 1st, we're actually going to have our Ready Set Rams event. So this gives students an opportunity to come, learn about ASU, and then apply while they're on campus. So since that's the first day people can apply, we'll help you fill out the application, have our team there available to answer any questions.
That's super nice for kids who just aren't sure.
For sure. So that's going to be on a Friday this year, actually. So August 1st, we'll be doing that. And if students complete their application while they're on campus, their application fee will be waived.
That is so nice.
Yeah. And we'll be hosting that event again on September 15th as well. But August 1st is the first day it's open, so we're always excited about that. We have a couple other events. So one that's usually pretty popular is our game day tour. So that's going to be on October 4th. So students can come along with their parents or their families or whoever's kind of helping them through this journey. And they'll get to watch a presentation about admissions and other like financial aid information. Then they'll go on a campus tour, and then afterwards they get to join us at Ram Jam and the football game. So people who come for that event get to kind of see what campus life is like. So it's a really fun event for us to kind of get to connect with the prospective students in a different way.
Do they pay for that event, or is it?
No, they'll just sign up for it, and it's included.
Perfect. That is such a great learning opportunity for them,
Yeah,
and to see,
for sure.
you know, college life is kind of scary at first, so it's nice to be able to get thrown in there with a group.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, your family can come with you, but it's really a cool opportunity to just kind of see what life is like here on campus. You know, obviously all of our events have tours and things, but it is kind of nice to be right in there with all the current students, and, you know, alumni join us at Ram Jam and the football games. So it's just really a cool opportunity to kind of get to see what life is like here.
Right.
Yeah.
How big are the tours on average? Like how many students or future students?
Yeah, so our like daily tours, those can kind of vary, to be quite honest. You know, during times when students aren't in school, those tend to be a little bit bigger, but we really like to keep our tours very personalized. So we, you know, if we have a large group that day, we'll schedule multiple tour guides because we really want our students and families to get that personal connection, be able to ask questions. You know, we want to know your major so we can show you exactly where you're going to be on campus. So truly we really pride ourselves on those personal interactions. Of course, for event days, those are quite a bit bigger. But again, we have lots and lots of tour guides who help us out that day to try to keep the groups as small as possible. And the game day tour, it's gotten so popular, we're actually going to be having 2 different session times for them to choose from. So that way we can also kind of help keep some of those tour groups a little bit smaller and get to see more students and families.
That'll be great, and it's so awesome seeing ASU grow as a campus, and you know, more and more people coming in. Are there any other events upcoming? That
So one of our bigger events is going to be our RAM Preview Day. So we're going to offer that twice this year. So it'll be hosted on October 13th. A lot of schools are closed that day, some are, some aren't. So if your school is closed, come see us that day. And the other date is October 25th, which is a Saturday. This specific event is open to students of all ages in high school, as well as the game day tour. I don't think I mentioned age range. The only one that really is specific is that Ready, Set, Rams. Since you're applying, you do have to be a senior to be able to do that. But for RAM Preview Day, I would really encourage any students who are, you know, trying to check out different majors, or they're not sure what they want to study. So this event is hosted conference style, so there's lots of sessions, so you actually get to pick what sessions you want to go to. So maybe you're interested in, you know, seeing business, but also computer science, maybe even biology or something like that. You can schedule, you know, look at our schedule and pick your own session. So we're not necessarily telling you, oh, you have to go visit this person. So it's really a personalized experience, which is really awesome for those students who are really unsure. But also for some of our younger students, maybe they're a little bit earlier in their college search process. It's just a good way to, you know, get exposed to some of the different majors and get to talk with our staff. We also have current students there who will be kind of helping them throughout the day so they can ask questions and really get to know what life is like here.
Do you guys have like clubs like Ducks Unlimited or like political science clubs or anything like that on campus during these conference type things? Or
Yeah, so we typically do, and we at ASU there's over 100 different student organizations, so we really like to encourage students to get involved, and there is a time where they can talk with our students who are there and ask questions, and, you know, kind of get to see what clubs or organizations out there, and sometimes those are also mentioned during the sessions. So each session is ran by someone within the department, so it might be a professor or department chair, and, you know, depending on how involved the student organization is with maybe that certain professor too, they can kind of get to chat with them about it as well. So lots of opportunities there to talk to, like I said, our staff, our current students, meet other prospective students, and professors, which is really cool to kind of get to. I feel like that can be really scary when you're coming into college, so getting to kind of see, you know, they're real people too.
For sure, because you get the whole, in high school, you get the whole like, oh, your college professors aren't going to be okay with this. Like, it makes it scary, but
yes, and our professors are so great. And so truly, I try to stress that to students, but when they get to actually talk to them, it's really helpful.
And it's nice, I'm sure, to, you show up on the first day of classes and, one of your professors is one that you met.
Yeah, you may have already met them, which is really awesome. One other event I kind of wanted to mention is our transfer days. So we have 3 of those. The first one's going to be November 14th, and this one's going to be specifically for Howard College students. So whether they're here in San Angelo or at the Big Spring location, we have lots of students that come from there, so we're going to kind of have a special day for them. But then on November 21st and December 5th, that's going to be another transfer day, and that's open to any students who might be interested in transferring here. So no matter if this might be your, you haven't been in school in years, or you're, currently at another school and you want to come check out ASU, this is a great opportunity to be able to do that. And if the student is already admitted by that date, we do schedule them an advising appointment so they can go ahead and kind of look towards getting registered for those classes. So admitted students can do that, but it's also open to applicants and inquiries as well if you're just coming to kind of check us out.
What are the requirements for transferring? I know some colleges won't accept you if you have a certain amount of hours somewhere else because then you don't have enough with them.
Yeah, so I would say we're pretty transfer friendly. It's really our goal to help students, be able to transfer over as many credits as possible. We do have our transfer equivalency tables that are actually really easy to access online as well. So students can go ahead and get a really good idea of what credits will transfer over. Our transfer team is awesome, and they're always willing to also take a look at someone's transcript if they're just interested. Maybe they haven't even applied. We can go ahead and kind of take a look at it, let them know, hey, this is what's going to work. But it truly is our goal to make it as seamless as possible for them. We know everyone's story looks different, so some of them, may have credits coming from military, or, they've been at multiple community colleges, or they've been at, another university. So truly we want to make their experience as seamless as possible.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Haley. Thank you for coming in and talking
Thanks
about
for having me.
the stuff. Y'all looking at joining the RAM fam. It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's a great community. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Back to y'all. We begin with a major court case in San Angelo. A local woman has pled guilty in a deadly hit-and-run crash. 20-year-old Andrea Mendoza was sentenced Thursday to 10 years in prison for the crash that killed 53-year-old James Dwyer last August at 32nd and North Chadbourne. Mendoza admitted to leaving the scene without stopping to help. While out on bond, she was also arrested for a DWI in March with a blood alcohol level nearly twice the legal limit. She has not yet been sentenced on that charge.
Turning to Washington, Congressman Pfluger has joined other lawmakers in pressing for details on how the U.S. is preparing to defend against potential drone attacks on military bases, government buildings, and key infrastructure. In a letter to defense officials, Pfluger warned of a new paradigm where cheap drones could pose significant threats. This comes amid recent drone strikes by nations like Israel and Ukraine against targets in Iran and Russia.
A stargazing event is on the calendar after cloudy skies forced a delay earlier this week. San Angelo State Park's Star Party, is now set for Saturday night from 9 to 10:30 p.m. Visitors can explore constellations with Ranger Kenny and local astronomers. The event is free for kids 12 and under and Texas State Park pass holders. For other parties, it only costs $4 a person.
It's not bad.
Pretty cheap. Get
Gonna
out
have
there.
a good time. And for those interested in local events, Tom Green County has announced a public auction of 5 horses on the steps of the courthouse. Isn't that kind of like old Western?
I think
kinda
it's
neat.
pimp.
The auction happens July 7th at 10 a.m. at 112 West Beauregard Avenue. Horses up for auction include a gray female, a sorrel female, a dun female, a palomino horse, and a blue roan female horse. Deputy David Newsom will conduct the sale.
We'll be right back with your weather after this message from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
It's a hot stretch ahead for San Angelo. This afternoon we'll reach around 94 degrees under sunny skies with winds out of the southeast around 10 miles per hour.
Saturday and Sunday stay sunny and dry with highs of 96 on Saturday and 97 on Sunday. Overnight lows will remain in the low to mid 70s.
Rain chances pick up next week with a 50% chance of showers and storms on Monday night, bringing highs down into the low 90s by midweek.
Now here's a quick message from our friends at Kano's Diamonds and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
And that's it for today's edition of the Live Daily News.
For more updates on these stories and more, visit us anytime at sanangelolive.com.
And we will see you back here next week.
Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms. Have a great evening, San Angelo.